So, okay, I'm unmuted. Okay, so I'm just giving you a little background of who I am before we ask to know who you are, so we can get familiar with each other and who our comrade and what skills you have and what you like to do, basically. So, like, I was head of state for a nonprofit organization of over 500 women. We did a lot of community work. We work with women with domestic violence issues. We work with cancer patients, getting them screening, children on oncology wards, giving donations for schools, children in school, and things of that nature. I worked in accounting for 26 years, which is a long time. I really enjoy numbers. I enjoy words also. I like poetry and I like to read and things of that nature. Then I discovered that I wanted to get into the medical field, so I worked at the Pentagon as an administrator for about 7 years. And my job there was to oversee the active duty soldiers before they went off, to make sure that I organized things like flu shoots. I worked in minor surgery. I worked at podiatry. I'm just the type of person that likes to learn as much as I can about anything I can. And in addition, is and things of that nature. I worked very closely with a councilwoman named Nadine Winter. We had an organization called Health Information Network, and that organization helped save lives because it taught us that cancer is to be tracked, or you need to receive testing for cancer like in your 30s. Don't wait till you get 50 and get tested for prostate cancer and breast cancer. We need to get tested sooner. So that's basically what our organization did. It took people in for screenings earlier, took people in who had these sicknesses to get their treatments and so on and so forth. And I learned a lot from that woman. She's transitioned since. So enough about me. I'd like to introduce my other two comrades on the Stern Committee, Comrade Rob and Comrade Allen.
I'm gonna go ahead. Chat if you wish to have a question or wish to have a comment. Just real quick on house rules on that one. But yes, I'm out of the Houston area. I'm also a part of the CPUSA. I don't mind telling people that. I also work with the Texas Organizing Project here in Houston, Texas, where we try to get bail reform on the misdemeanor level and on the felony level. And yes, we have an uphill battle because we have Greg Abbott, Ken Paxton, and Gusano Cruz here. And just a little bit about myself. I'm also originally from Mississippi. I went to Alcorn State University, and it's basically who I am. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, you can hit me up on my personal and also in the Discord. So I'm just here to service you guys so we can actually work toward furthering Pantherism
if anyone who follows me at all know that how passionate I am for those who have fallen victim to this injustice system. But that's just a little bit about me. I'm a dad and a truck driver, so I'm busy, but I get in where I fit in. I'm always open for anybody that has got questions, want to reach out to me about anything. You know, I could talk all day. So all power to the people.
Unmute yourself, Comrade Spark.
I don't know why I keep going back on mute. I apologize, comrades. So at this point, we'd like to turn the mic over to the comrades and ask that you state your name and where you're from and a little about yourself.
All power to the people. So my name is Shaka Lulu. I became the New African Black Panther Party. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I became political in the prisons. Initially, I was a lumpen element, a criminal element, preying on the people. But when I went to prison, I was able to meet some brothers and sisters who were able to help me shape my way of thinking, my thinking from a criminal mentality to a revolutionary mentality. Henceforth, I joined the movement. We founded the New African Black Panther Party in the prison cell. And we've been operating on the streets now for 3 years. And hopefully next year will be the year that the Panther really, really soars across this country. All power to the people.
All power to the people, Chairman. Who want to go next?
I can go next.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, comrade. My name is Amanda Lamiel. On my socials, I go by Marie. I'm from Flint, Michigan. Born and raised in Swartz Creek, just outside of Flint. I am an educator. I work with K-5 students who are severely emotionally impaired, day treatment program. I'm also instructor. So I work with teaching districts throughout Germany, de-escalation skills, and I've been doing for 20 years. I've been doing CPI instruction for about 10 years. I also work with the Lawyers Guild as a legal observer for the last, not very long, maybe a year and a half or so. I've learned a lot doing that. When I first got activated, I guess you could say, I worked with the youth a lot because that is what I was comfortable with, being an educator. So I just started volunteering at every youth demonstration and protest and rally that I could. And I still love to do that today, but I've tried to take a couple of other avenues, just trying to really figure out my role is what I've been doing the last couple of years. I'm a mom of 2 girls. I have a 24-year-old daughter who lives in Grand Rapids, just graduated college and then decided she was going to be a college dropout and go to beauty school, and I totally embraced that. So she just finished beauty school and got her first big girl job. And then I have a 17-year-old going into her senior year in high school. I think that's about it in think of. I'm really not great at speaking.
I couldn't tell. That was great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
I'm Comrade Chris Miller. I live in Burton, Michigan, but I'm a Flint native. I was born and raised in Flint. I started following the Panthers when I was little. Got a lot of books about the Panthers. Just got involved. But I've been involved in the community when I was in the church. I was in the evangelization ministry about serving the needy and the homeless. I lived in Pittsburgh for 17 years. Just moved back like about 8 years ago. I've been following the water crisis here in Flint. Really has been an issue, ongoing issue, and among other things. My passion is to liberate the people, learn more about Pantherism, just see how people get liberated and educated. I'm a cook by trade. I work at Applebee's, and I really learn a lot from all my comrades. Just learning more about Pantherism, man. I just want
All power to the people, comrade. Thank you for sharing, brother.
I can go next.
Sure thing.
I'm Kat. I am Secretary General of the White Panther Party. A little bit about my past. I'm from Indianapolis, but New Orleans is my second home. I got a bad childhood and then used my life as a criminal most of my teenage years, dropped out high school 4 times, and lived that life for a little bit. And I started getting my life on track and went to massage therapy school and graduated while I was pregnant with my son. Unfortunately, he is autistic, and at the beginning it was really hard, so I never got licensed. And then I was diagnosed with lupus and have been dealing with that, so I decided not to do massage therapy for my health. What brought me into the Pantherism is I witnessed Trajan Reed in Indianapolis get murdered by Officer Joshua Mercer, and that has brought me here to Pantherism and using my voice. I am an artist. I help make the shirts for the People's Store, and I help run a opiate response in Gary, Indiana called Gary Harm Reduction. I'm certified in emergency overdose response with specialization in opioids. And I try to lead with love and acceptance. And thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, comrade. Thank you for sharing. All power to the people. Next. Okay, so I guess I'll go. Hi, my name is Najee. Please bear with me because... Yes, my name is Najee. I am from the Bronx, born and raised in both the Bronx and Newark, New Jersey. So I have 2 places I call home. And I got into, to be honest with you guys, like, I never in my life imagined me to be a Panther, but your blessings happen unexpectedly. So I just had to call, and I always was interested in my community. I was always interested in doing research, learning about how I can better the people around me, my family. And so I started doing my own research, and I always had this like fighter spirit since I was a kid. And I have a lot of anger. So as I did my research and learned more, I decided to channel my anger into positivity so that, I can use my weapons, my mind as a weapon, and not necessarily, other things unless forced to do so. But I am honored to be a part, to learn, to grow, to just bear witness to, history being made. And it is, I apologize for one meeting. Those are my kids in the background. But I love poetry. I'm an avid writer. I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I like to view myself as a good person with a good heart. And I just want to bring knowledge to my people. I'm tired of seeing us being depressed and oppressed, and the only way that ourselves is through education and, help each other. So I'm on the battlefield daily. Like, I'm in the trenches with my people, and these are my peers. And I've watched how generations generational things, you know, it goes from generation to generation. So I just want to help break that cycle and, you know, move our movement forward and just spread the positivity, the love, and the education and knowledge that we need to progress. Thank you for letting me share. All power. All power to the stand, comrade. Okay, it's about 7:20, so we need to go ahead and wrap it up. How many do we have left?
Is my speaker on? I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. Mr. Robinson.
You're fine.
I haven't been in a meeting in about a month because everything's been busy, my work schedule. So this is actually the first meeting I've been in a month. I was wondering if I could share a little bit about my story and what brought me to the Panther movement.
Please do.
All right, everyone. My name is, thank you, Mr. Robinson. My name is Dean Freeman. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm from the east side of Detroit. I grew up in a neighborhood where like it's my so
Didn't matter when they sold the devil guns. Didn't matter when they played us strong. Didn't matter when they stole your mother's son. Now everyone's out of their mind. Bullshit, these unemployment lines don't know the casuals to the corporate crimes. To the revolution, what is told, no peace of mind. The only one that matters is the one who's falling better than your kids here to joy. When you watch them, their reaction to every little inconvenience soul. Still a public, xenomorphous, threat to the status quo.
Reflections. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. Just don't worry about it. Learn how to use what